What's good, guys, and welcome back to All United PNG. Who else is buzzing this morning? Who else is buzzing today? Guys, we just come off a 3-0 victory against Sheffield United this morning. Oh man, how good was that performance? Alrighty, guys, we are doing another match day review. So obviously 3-0 against Sheffield United at Old Trafford. Guys, let me know how you guys are feeling about that. I mean, I'm buzzing. You know, that performance was absolutely just almost perfect, guys. That was almost perfect, but we got a few things to chat about today, guys. But yes, please, guys, let me know what you guys thought of the game in the comments below. I'd love to hear what you guys thought. If you're new to this channel, guys, make sure to subscribe, turn that notification bell on. Don't make sure you don't miss any of our content, and give the video a like, please. Thank you. Alright, guys, so first up, obviously a very strong performance this morning by the team. Guys, it was just all over the park, really. I can't really find too much to pick at the performance today, but honestly, one thing I would say as a manager did say, we should have had a lot more goals. But you know, apart from that, performances all over the park. David De Gea didn't have much to do today. I'm pretty sure he only had one shot on target against him. So he was pretty sound. You know, back four held up well. Nemanja Matic sitting in front of the back four. Oh my word, like guys, like Nemanja Matic, did he just rewind the clock or something? This guy, he had an outstanding performance today, and I was really pleased to see that. But yeah, guys, he screened the back four so well. And he just did his job to the T. Pogba and Bruno in midfield, guys. Those two, strong performance once again. We'll speak more about these guys. And obviously our front three, you know, they did well. Couple of things to talk about. However, guys, the opposition once again suffered another 3-0 defeat. You know, for them, they're a bit slow with getting back into the swing of things. Yes, they were missing a few players, a few important players on their part, but yeah, it was just unlucky for them. And you know, that's, I'm pretty sure it's like 2 defeats and a draw, so it's 1 point in 3 matches. Doesn't look too good for Sheffield United at the minute. They need to bounce back. But yes, guys, in saying so, let's continue. The team selection today, guys, I thought from the manager was spot on. Even though I gave my predictions in the last video, I did opt for Luke Shaw, and I didn't put Nemanja Matic to start this game. I actually forgot about him, but and also I didn't really feel that, I didn't think Martial was going to finish the whole 90, and I didn't think he was going to have such a performance and score our very first hat-trick in almost 10 years, something like that, since 2013, something like that. But yeah, guys, how crazy is that? You know, it's real good to see a United player scoring a hat-trick again. There was, I think, 73 hat-tricks scored since we had our last hat-trick for the club, and that's a crazy stat. But you know what, I'm glad we got a hat-trick, and who else but Tony Marshall to get that hat-trick. So guys, that's, you know, good results, and it was good to see him smiling again. You know, you could tell that he was really pleased with himself, because he was like smiling. You know, I'm pretty sure he smiled so many times, like almost like 20-30 times. That's the most I've seen him smile. But yes, guys, all right, so all around the park, as I said, there was a solid shift put in, definitely from defense through to midfield and to attacks. Everyone definitely played their part. And you know, as Nemanja Matic stated in the press conference at the end of the match, that yeah, the opposition was analysed well. They did do their homework, and they really put in a good shift all throughout the park, and they were solid. Fluidity, guys, between the team, the midfield and attack, that fluidity just worked out to the T, guys. That was perfect in my opinion. It was good to see a lot of this one-touch play between our midfielder, our creative players, and our attackers. You know, guys, that's, you know, what we can expect, you know, from now on between Bruno and Pogba. And let's just hope that they no one gets injured towards the end of the season, because you know there still are a handful of fixtures and cup fixtures as well that we have. So you know, it's going to be a busy run for us to the end of the season. But yes, guys, the fluidity in the team was perfect. The midfield and attack, they linked up perfectly. These one touch, especially for Martial's hat-trick goal. The one touch from Bruno into Martial's feet was perfect. That pass from Pogba. Oh man, it was like, I don't know how he found him, but man, that's just the skill. That's Paul Pogba for you there. And Nemanja Matic as well. Sweeping up, playing forward. He just had composure. He was just solid. He was that anchor man, and he was really good. It was really good security for the back four. A lot of composure. He kept playing forward, winning the ball. I'm pretty sure he had the most recoveries on the day. Yes, he had the most recoveries with 8 ball recoveries, 0 fouls committed, guys. So he had a clean match, which is great. He had 95% pass accuracy on the pitch. And yes, guys, he kept on moving the ball forward. He was very progressive and defensive. And guys, that's the thing I'm worried about. That we need to find a replacement for Nemanja Matic, or we need to find somebody of that level, like Fabinho for Liverpool this morning against Crystal Palace. He did a solid job in midfield for them, and we need someone like that, someone who's like a Nemanja Matic but younger, more fitter, and ready to stay at the club and give us his all for the next 10 years ultimately. So Nemanja Matic, it was like it was solid in midfield today. I didn't pick him in my starting 11, but yeah, he definitely was not far from my man of the match. He's definitely come in 2nd place. So guys, looking at the team individually, David De Gea didn't have much to do today, despite his stuff up, you would say, in the last game against Tottenham Hotspurs. He didn't have much to do today, but all around decent performance. Another clean sheet for him, so that's good for him, for his stats. Right back, Aaron Wan-Bissaka, solid defense, again, tackling, getting in there, winning the ball back, just doing what he usually does. He did well going forward. He assisted Tony Martial with the 2nd goal, so that was good for him. We can really see his development going in to the future, and you can see like the sort of work, and the player even talks about it, what the coaches are putting in and how they're helping him, and that's really evident, and that's great to see. All right, guys, moving on. Luke Shaw, guys, left back. I thought he did an all right shift today. He had an all right game today. Few times I reckon going forward he was still a little held back, or a bit tired, I would say. He just looked a bit tired for me. That's why I still would prefer Brendan Williams over Luke Shaw, but hopefully next game Williams gets a nod. So that'll be good to see Brendan Williams back in the starting lineup again. All right, guys, both centre backs for me today were strong. They did their job, covered each other well, cleared. Strong in the air. They were composed at the corners, and at the back. So they were good shield for David De Gea, and they kept the fouls to a minimal. So that was good. That was good to see. That's good. Another clean sheet for both the centre backs as well. And Harry Maguire, for his stuff up last weekend, he's putting in a good shift today. Now, guys, going to the midfield, Pogba today was class for me. He was just pure class. He, at times, you could see, compared this game to last game, when he came on at Spurs, he lifted the team and lifted that midfield's productivity and strength. And today, again, he was good. He needed to start in the match alongside Bruno Fernandes and Nemanja Matic. I think that is one of our strongest midfield threes. And, I'd love to see that going forward. And I'd love to see that midfield three in more bigger games, against bigger opposition and in Europe as well, going forward. But, guys, we have so many games coming up. We've got cup matches as well. How good would that be if we won both cup matches, I mean, not matches, sorry. If we won both trophies, at the end of the season, finish in a Champions League spot, and then with 2 pieces of silverware, I mean, that would be a really good season, despite Liverpool winning the Premier League, you know, we still get silverware and we still finish in Champions League spot. I mean, I'm hoping for that to happen, but we won't know until that happens, so we'll wait and see. So guys, yeah, Pogba today, I believe he created the most chances with 4, the most successful take-ons as well. He had an 84% pass accuracy, and he had 22 successful final third passes, which is very commanding performance, and very creative from that deeper role, which was really, really good to see. You know, leaving Bruno Fernandes to sort of occupy that space in between the centre backs and the midfielders. So, you know, that was good. And it was definitely a headache for the Sheffield United defenders, and the midfielders as well. They struggled to keep up with that one-touch link-up play between Bruno and Pogba, and Nemanja Matic as well. So, you know, very commanding defensive and attacking play overall from our midfielders. All right, guys, Bruno again today, he was class, you know, with his link-up play. It was just perfect. It was seamless, you know. You can tell that they've been working on this and training, you know, between Pogba, Martial and Bruno, linking up with Rashi, you know, going out to the fullbacks. So, and you know, it's just all seeming to sort of click and work better for the team now, you know, as we sort of play more matches together, and as the season comes to an end, and as the next season comes up, and pre-season, all that, the team will have more time to gel and work together and try things out, you know. So our progress is, you know, looking very good, and it's very fast as well. I don't want to get too carried away by, you know, just the 2 games that we've had. Obviously, we will have dips in form and all that, but, you know, it's just good to see the direction where Ollie's taking us. Anyway, guys, yeah, Bruno Fernandes, I had a 77 pass accuracy today. I had 23 successful final third passes. You can see that Bruno Fernandes is more of a creative player, and he tries to sort of move around in between that space and occupy, and also, you know, sacrifice himself so other players can be on the ball. And his one-touch play, you know, guys, being that sort of like that bounce off point, you know, which was really good. I reckon him and Pogba should have took a few more shots, but, you know, compared to the last game, Bruno had a few shots, and maybe it was just trying to change it up a bit this game. Who knows? But yeah, I reckon both of them should have tested the keeper a bit more, because they both have a really good shot, and I wouldn't be surprised if, you know, either of them come away with at least 2-3 goals. So yeah, guys, that's something really, really good to look forward to going forward for all United fans. You know, our success, you know, going back to success doesn't seem too far now, guys. So we can all be, you know, fucking happy for that. Guys, Rashford today, for me, he was great. Even though he got both assists, I still think that he could have contributed more. You could tell he was disappointed in himself as well, not being able to, you know, put those easy chances away. But that's all good, you know. He contributed with both assists to Tony Martial. His energy going forward was great. You know, his creativity, his passing forward, cutting the lines and behind the defenders was really good. You know, it's good to see him improving on his game. And he's just got that skill and that pass. You know, his second assist for Tony Martial, man, that like receives the ball and then just passes it through an eye of a needle. There's like 4 defenders, I'm pretty sure 3 defenders, and he just passes it in between them perfectly to Tony's feet, and Tony puts it away. But, you know, that's what Rashford brings, you know, that perfectness, that, you know, that sharpness and that creativity, and that, you know, defenders don't expect what he's going to do. But guys, yeah, he had another good game, guys. You know, I'd love to see him get on the score sheet, and I think next game he'll definitely be in that one, and he'll definitely try to, you know, score some goals. But yes, guys, you know, it's good to see Rashford back. It's good to have him and Pogba back in the team as well. And I'm pretty sure it was the first time Bruno, Rashi and Pogba have all started the same game. All right, guys, with Greenwood's performance today, I think he was a bit quiet, but he did show flashes of quality, guys, and he did get involved towards as the game played on. He sort of drifted in to central midfield a bit more. He sort of swapped positions. He was just drifting in, trying to have a touch of the ball, one touch play, you know, passing and moving, which was good. I think he offers a lot more quality than James, but you know, Daniel James also has something that Greenwood may not be able to offer. But honestly, out of the two, I think that Greenwood's a way better player. But yeah, it was good to see him today. He did get a shot off. It was deflected though. I was expecting him, you know, he had, I think, 2 shots and both were sort of blocked and deflected. I was expecting him to get a goal today, guys. I said I was going for a 2-0 victory with Bruno and Rashid to score, but unfortunately it was 3-0. But happy days. Yes, guys, so that was Greenwood. He did great defensively, tracking back, guys. He had 2 interceptions and 2 successful tackles, so that was good on him. And guys, the man of the match, you know, Anthony Martial, outstanding number 9 performance, guys. That's what you sort of are looking for in your number 9, and that's what Ollie is looking for in his number 9. You know, Tony Martial's been criticized so many times, and even Ryan Giggs, you know, recently criticized him as well. And talking about how United need to find a centre forward who can get them 20 goals plus, 25 plus goals a season. And, you know, Marcus Rashford and Anthony Martial aren't far from that. You know, they're both on 19. And they've both had their sort of injuries as well and their slumps this season. So despite everything that's gone on, I think both players have done extremely well. Guys, Tony Martial is now a joint goal scorer in the team, 14 Premier League goals. He's tied with Marcus Rashford. This game, guys, he was really critical. Today he had 4 shots and 3 on target and 3 goals, guys. So that's, you know, that's fantastic for him. You know, his finishing, he's getting better. He's been working on that. And you know, what better coach to have, our manager to have, than Ollie, who's a striker, who's an all-out serial finisher. So, you know, guys, that's just fantastic. And yeah, Marcus and Tony are leading our leading goal scorers this season, guys. So hopefully they can bag a few more goals. You know, we've got, I think, 6 more games to go, 7 more games to go, guys. So hopefully the boys can, you know, bag a few more goals and they both can break the 25 mark. I know a few people tipped them to hit 50 between the two of them, which I definitely think they will, guys. Anyway, guys, that was the match review today. Drop down in the comments what you guys thought, if there were any other points you guys wanted to speak of or bring light to. Other than that, guys, thank you for watching this one. Make sure to check out my match preview for our FA Cup quarterfinal match against Norwich on Sunday morning, 2:30 a.m. PNG time, guys. So make sure to get into that one and check it out. Peace.